Well, how's it going there, everybody? Jared back again. We've got another useful app review for you guys today. I get a lot of comments in the videos asking questions as well as private messages from you guys asking me to compare the battery. How does the battery stand up on this kernel? How does the battery stand up on that ROM or that device versus that device? There's so many different factors that can take place or play a role in how the performance of each individual device's batteries kind of go. So there's this application here called Battery Compare. Now, there is a free version, and as you can see, this is the pro version. I paid for the pro version because I do believe this is an application highly worth your 99 cents, and that's all it's worth in the Play Store is $1. The free version, don't worry, there's no advertisements or anything like that. There's just limited functionality. And by that, I mean, if you want to be able to take a look at previous benchmarks, because that's what this application is a battery benchmark application, if you can believe it or not. In my opinion, it's the only one of its kind in the Play Store so far that I've been able to find. And if there's any others, I'd love for you guys to let me know in the comments below. If there's any other alternatives, it's always nice to know. But anyways, with the free version, you're unable to see previous benchmark scores and comparisons, whereas the pro version allows you to do so. So anyways, right off the hop here, we've got the benchmark tab selected, as you can see. The UI of this application is really cool and techy, in my opinion. It looks really, really neat. It's also moderately simplistic, not too difficult to understand. So you guys should all be able to take advantage of this, both ROM flashers and people without root. So if you're just wanting to compare your phone with, say, for instance, your friend's phone. So anyways, you've got the options to auto stop. Now, generally, not generally, but the developer says it needs at least 1 hour of the benchmarking test to be able to produce a actual legitimate benchmark. But you do have the option, if you don't want to pay attention, because what you don't have to set it to, that's only the auto stop. I can go ahead and start it and then stop it whenever the hell I want. But if you wanted to, a minimum 1 hour all the way up to 24 hours. Say, for instance, you get a nice full 100% charge and you want to see how well it performs within a 24-hour time period, you've got that ability right there. So if we were to go ahead and click on start there, I'm going to let this run for like 2 seconds here. And just for demonstration purposes, we're going to go ahead and hit stop. Now, like I mentioned before, this isn't enough time to give the application a full benchmark. So I won't be able to click on publish or anything like that to publish the benchmarks. But just to give you guys an idea of what happens after you stop the test, you've got these different options here to sort of filter out, or at least sort of determine or help determine what made that benchmark. So you've got here the different usage sort of levels here. So minimal, it's kind of funny. Minimal, you've got no one talks to me, Wi-Fi, GPS, 4G is off. Next one on from that is light, occasional calls and texts, and a few applications. Next one up from that is moderate, used Google Maps, played games on the toilet. And the next one up from that is stream the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which I thought was friggin' hilarious. Generally for me, it is light to moderate usage. Those are what I've done my past tests on. And I scroll down from there, and you've got all these different options. Are you using an aftermarket battery? Yes or no? How old is the battery? Old or new? Were you using a battery utility app like AKA, Juice Defender, or any of those battery performance saving applications that I don't really trust? Are you running a custom ROM, which I thought was really, really cool? That is extremely important for a lot of Android users out there. And if a lot of you are following me for all the custom ROM reviews that I do, you guys know what I'm talking about, because battery performance does change greatly from ROM to ROM and kernel to kernel. And so that's really neat. And so you can always remember settings as well. Now, because I didn't do at least 1 hour of the benchmark, you can see here the benchmark duration is 0.0 hours. But it gives you the duration of the benchmark, how much battery was drained in that duration, the type of battery you're using, the screen brightness level, the operating system version, the kernel you were running, whether it's custom or stock, the manufacturer and model number of your phone. You go ahead and click publish, and they would bring you to another screen, which is compare. And this is where you would start comparing your benchmark with that of other custom ROMs, devices, kernels, the whole 9 yards, guys. It's all there for you to compare. No need to ask me anymore. Because if you do, I'm just going to direct you to this application. No, I'm just joking. I'll give you guys my best opinion of the battery life regardless. But anyways, if you are interested, this is a fantastic application. Now, the little star located at the top right-hand corner there is the quote-unquote big board. And this is where, as you can see here, best phone models at light usage, minimum 20 benchmarks. Now, from what I'm getting out of that is each phone or user, no, I'm sorry, not user, each phone has been benchmarked 20 times with that light usage. And this is sort of the result. So as you can see, rank number 1, the HTC One S wins out at 33% battery drainage per 8 hours. That's pretty damn impressive, guys. And of course, and coming in number 6, my own phone, the GT 9300 at 47% per 8 hours. Disappointing. I'm going to assume that was one on the ice cream sandwich build, as well as, well, I don't know what the hell else, but nevertheless, those are interesting scores there. I'm honestly blown away that HTC One S is doing better than the Samsung Galaxy S3. Nevertheless, we also have kernels here, so you can compare your kernels. I'm not seeing or haven't found any Galaxy S3 related kernels. However, I am seeing some familiar kernel names such as Franco kernel and Sia, obviously for the Samsung Galaxy S2. Nevertheless, guys, really cool stuff here. We also have a settings menu now. You got to publish your first benchmark, or as it says here, load a recently published benchmark, and you'll be able to muck around with additional settings in there. Unfortunately, I can't show you right now. I even tried on the free version, which I do actually have a couple of benchmarks that I've already run. However, it needs me to run a new benchmark to run in, or to jump into the settings menu there. And I'll tell you right now, there is a ton of customizable settings in there to sort of get a better idea of how you want to go about making your benchmark. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Definitely go check it out. You can at least play with the free version, which is full functionality with the exception of being able to look at previous benchmark scores. There's no ads or anything like that in the free version, and it's just such an accurate and useful application. I'm really, really impressed with it, and I don't know why people haven't come out with an application like this in the past. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. I'll be posting a link in the description below for you guys to go download it. Of course, show you some love. And maybe you can show me some more love by hitting that likes button down below if you enjoyed the video, only if. Also, if you haven't already, you might want to consider subscribing for more videos like this one in the future. We got videos 5 days a week, guys. 5 days a week. Anyways, that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next video. Cheers.